Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and the question for today is maximum units on a truck. So basically we are assigned some amount of boxes. We have to assign to put some amount of boxes onto one truck, and given a 2D array of box types where any box type present at any index will have two things mentioned, that is the number of boxes that it contains and the number of unit per box. Alright, so if it's suppose if it's 1, that is we can have one box and number of units present is suppose 5. So basically one box contains 5 units. Suppose these are apples, so it contains 5 units of apple. Similarly, if I have two boxes and the number of units per box is 4, that is one box can contain 4 apples, and therefore two box will contain 8 apples. So we have 8 apples present. So likewise these are mentioned to us over here. So we don't have to get confused in this. It's the number of box and it's the number of units that are present per box, not in the two boxes. It's the number of units present per box. That is, if there are two boxes, then the total number of apples we have at this point is 2. So I hope that's clear. Alright, and moving on to the question. And given any teacher truck size, that is which is the maximum number of boxes that can be loaded into the truck. So we have to return that how many number of units can be put and the maximum total number of the units that can be put. Alright, so we'll discuss these examples in the approach only. Now let's move on towards the constraints that are given to us. So the constraints given to us in this question are that the box types of length would be from 1 to 1000. There could be 1000 such 2D arrays present, and the number of boxes would also be that the values would be from 1 to 1000 containing them. And the truck size could be, the maximum truck size that we have to load could be from 1 to 10 to the power 6. So I hope the question is clear to everyone, and there is no need for null or zero kind of checks, because in the constraints it's clearly given to us that it's not possible. Alright, now let's see the approach for this question and let's see how we are going to solve it. Now moving on towards the approach for this question. So let's see how we are going to solve this problem by looking at the approach for this problem. So the first thing that comes to mind is, for to maximize the number of units that can be placed, so basically we will sort the items based on the units. So because we will follow some greedy approach, that the ones containing the maximum size would be placed first rather than the other ones. Alright, so that's how we are going to sort it, and the descending order on the basis of their capacity, right? Yeah, on the basis of the number of units that can be placed in each box, number of boxes per size. That is right. We are going to sort on the basis of that, and after that we are just going to add it and calculate our maximum array, that units that we have to return until and unless the truck size is full. That is, the truck is full. Because when the truck is full, that is the maximum number of units that can be placed. Alright, now moving on, let's see how we are going to solve this with the help of example. So the given example in the question here is this, where it's automatically sorted on the basis of their number of boxes per size. So alright, so there is one box that can contain 3 apples, two box that can contain 2 apples, that is total we have 4, and 3 box in which can contain one apple each. So 3 into 1 can be 3 cross 3, that is 3 into 1 3, total 3 apples, and 4 apples, and 3 into 1, that is 3 apples. Alright, now moving on to the first part, that it's sorted. Alright, now it's sorted in descending order. Let's move on further, that we have the truck size is 4. So considering that in mind, we will place this first in the truck. Alright, because it's maximum. So the maximum units that can be placed up till now is 3. Alright, and the truck size would be 4 minus 1, that is one box is kept with 3 apples in the truck, and the capacity reduces to 3. Alright, now 3 boxes more can be placed. Alright, now moving on to this, now it says that 2 boxes each of 2 can be placed, that is 4 apples can be placed. So we place 4 apples, that is we can place 7 apples, and minus how many boxes we have placed now? We have placed 2 boxes. Now this left us to only the one box. Alright, now one box will contain how many apples? So what we'll do is, if it's 0, either it can be 0 or the number at the end would be greater than this. Alright, so if the number at the end is less than this, until and unless it's greater, then we don't have to worry about it. We will place automatically the everything. But if it's less than this, what we will be doing? What we will do is we will pick this size and multiply it with the number of boxes per item, that is 1 into 1, that is we got 1. So one box can be again made from these 3. Alright, and that would be placed 7 plus 1, that will give us 8, that is the maximum unit, and 1 would be empty. Alright, either it comes out to be 0, that is the perfectly that we have filled up to here, that is it's 3 suppose, then we have filled it perfectly, then the answer would still be become 6 plus 3 9. So in answer in that case that is 53, so we won't have to consider that. So there could be 2 cases where we have completely filled and where we hadn't completely filled. And if we aren't completely filled, that the next number is greater, that the number of boxes is greater than the truck size. Alright, now moving on towards the code for this approach. I hope the approach is clear. This is a bit of greedy question and it's a very easy question, I would say. Now let's see the approach for this question. Alright, moving on towards the approach. So what we have over here is that what feels sorted in the basis of the descending order on the basis of the number of boxes per order. Alright, now we will initialize a max variable and we will loop it out until and unless if it exceeds or if it is empty. Alright, so what we will calculate up till then. Alright, even in the case of 0, it would be 0 into something, then it would be 0 only. So it won't be, so yeah, it would be 0 only. So it would add only 0 to it. So that would return. And if it's completely we have traversed it and we haven't filled up of our truck, then we will return the maximum unit calculated so far. Alright. Sorry, there was a bit of lag there. Now let's submit this code and let's see if it's accepted or not. As you can see, it's accepted. So if you have any doubt in the code or in the approach, you can ask me in the comment section. I will surely reply to every one of you. And if you like this video, please press the like button, share it among your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.